I'm Kuwaiti.
جنسيتي لبنانية.
كويتي.
My nationality, I'm Indian.
مصري ومقيم بالكويت، مواليد الكويت كمان.
I'm Kuwaiti.
I am Italian.
I'm Kuwaiti. My mother's American though. For those who might watch this and wonder why I look and sound like I do but have the name that I've got.
I am Kuwaiti.
I was born and raised in Mexico City.
That's a good question. Because I really don't believe in passports, but I'd say I was born in the United States to Kuwaiti parents. I see myself as a citizen of this planet.
My whole family is Kuwaiti. My mother is Kuwaiti, and I grew up here since I was a child. I'm Iraqi by my passport.
I'm Indian. I'm from Goa to be exact. I'm actually not born in Goa. I'm born in Kuwait. I'm born and brought up in Kuwait. But by citizen or by nationality or my family, I have my registration back at home in India. But the problem which I faced for the first time in my life as a non-Kuwaiti was you need residence, you need a visa, you need a work visa. And that was something I didn't have, or it was somehow difficult to get. Or companies who were supposed to give you a job had to have the definite quota to give it to you. So getting a job for an experienced person, qualified person, was something difficult. Until there was a company who said, I can give you a job. And they said, but because we're giving you a residence or a visa, you have to sacrifice on your salary.
As a Kuwaiti and as a local, I have a house, I have a well-paid job, I am entitled to a job in the government, and they can never fire me. I have health care, and I have a car. These are things that I have and I am blessed to have. Look at it from the perspective of a foreigner living here. He has to work for everything he has.
Try to get a car license. That's been an ongoing trouble for me. They made that a lot harder than it needs to be. I understand the infrastructure is not keeping up with the number of people in the country, but the solution to that is certainly not try to make it really difficult to get cars, because the way Kuwait operates, people are going to find a way to get cars, and the way is pretty obvious, starts with a W and ends with an A.
التنقل هنا في الكويت العربية مهمة جدا، لازم يكون معك سيارة. السيارة بدون السيارة تبقى صعبة جدا تقدر تتنقل. أنا عندي سيارتي الخاصة فبتنقل بيها، لكن مواصلات شوية صعبة، البابليك ترانسبورتيشن الباصات وكده بتاخد وقت أطول، وخاصة انك تنتظرهم في الجو الحر او في الاجواء دي بتبقى صعبة جدا انك تعتمد عليهم. تاكسي غالي، فانسب شيء انك تكون عندك سيارتك الخاصة.
But then slowly you understand which is the mechanism. Once you know the mechanism, you can move in front easily. And sometimes it's also you have to be careful of what you say, what you don't say.
You can't do what you do with your friends in public. You know, you can't be the way you are with your close friends that you're comfortable with. You can't be like that in a restaurant or anywhere public. So there's that. That I think makes it difficult to connect with people, and that's not really them, unless you are in that comfort zone and they let you in. Then you get to meet the real them, which is beautiful.
We as human beings often like to categorize and put people in a box and say, this person is this way, this person is from this place, this person is maybe this religion, or this person is this thing. And that's, parsimonious for our brains. It's nice and simple. But then when you have somebody or something that doesn't fit in the nice little boxes, then people don't know what to make of it.
I was nothing but a housewife to the Kuwaiti government. I was just something that my husband carried around like a burden. The whole system categorizes you into this very rigid gender role, that you are going to be a teacher's assistant until you get pregnant, and when you get pregnant you will quit working and you will just be a housewife, and you will not have any access. You won't have a driver's license. You won't have pretty much you will be withdrawn from the community. You will not have a public role in society.
And get out of your comfort zone socially, because it's very easy when you're stuck in your own community and people who are very like-minded and they share the same thoughts as you and they share the same ideas as you. But in order to fully grow and to fully develop as a human being, you have to interact with people that think differently from you. and specifically interact with people who have different experiences than you.
You never leave the house without being in a car. You're in a car. It doesn't matter what's around you. If you're driving through trash, if you're driving through Adi, because you're in your car and you have your music, so you're really not connected with the place you're in, your environment. You're not connected at all.
You know, it's a case of the citizens of the country are surrounded by people from outside, but you know, it's like needing water in the middle of a sea because you're not really in touch with any of them.
Sometimes people are afraid of things that they don't really understand. Into Kuwaiti شلون يعني, where are you from really, what's your background, or what's going on, or what's your religious take, and they start getting into that because again they want some kind of connection.
And I think that's what people are trying to do. They're trying to frame the Kuwaiti story in a way that makes them feel good.
Living أنا to me Kuwait صراحة يعني, to be honest, مع work مع عشات مع هذا is the best.
Why aren't you married? Even if you're married, why don't you have kids?
For me, Kuwait is home. My kids, I don't want them to go through what I'm going through now.
أنتِ شايبة هني ليش شايب بروحك?
I just think it's weird how our passport can basically define our life.
We need to wake up.
And I think we need to discuss topics that we consider sensitive and taboo.
لما تحجبت, I wore it for, I want to belong kind of.
أنا حابب العيشة في الكويت ومش قادر أتخيل نفسي إن أنا أتنقل مكان تاني. ما أعرفش, يمكن لأن أنا اتولدت هنا أو يمكن لأن أنا بحياتي كلها عايش هنا فتعودت على الحياة هنا في الكويت.
There are many people that want to express themselves and they can't, and I think that we need to push forward and voices need to be heard.